হ্যালো, সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমার ইউটিউব চ্যানেল আজাদ স্যার এবং বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে দিন যাতে ভিডিও আপলোড করলে আপনি সবার আগে নোটিফাইড হন।
Dear students of CBSE board class 10, most probably during this lockdown period you are getting bored in your home. So now I want to reduce your bored feeling, and I want to go to discuss the some problems from your R.S. Agarwal book, that means mathematics. The name of the chapter is chapter 3, linear equations of two variables, and the subtopic is the word problems, and the exercise is 3E, and your page number is 125. So students, so the problem number 20 is given as like this: if 2 is added to the numerator of a fraction, it reduces to half, and if 1 is subtracted from the denominator, it reduces to 1 by 3. Find the fraction. I am writing the first line. You have to write, let the required fraction be x by y. I have taken the fraction as x by y. Now, what is the first sentence? You have to read again. If 2 is added to the numerator of a fraction, it reduces to half. Most probably you all know that the upper one is the numerator and the below one is the denominator, and here it is told that 2 is added to the numerator. So you have to write, according to first condition, according to, here two conditions are given, so according to first condition, after giving dash, 2 is added to the numerator. I am adding 2 with the numerator, nothing in the denominator, so only y is here. The fraction reduces to half. This is the first condition. Now let us simplify this one. That is, if I go to cross multiplication with these two, it becomes 2x plus 4 equals to y. So in the form of simultaneous equation or linear equation of two variables, 2x minus y will be minus 4. This is the equation 1. We have taken as equation 1. Most probably you understood this one. Now I want to go to the second part. In second part it is given that, see here, if 1 is subtracted from the denominator, it reduces to 1 by 3. I want to subtract 1 from the denominator, so it will be x by y minus 1. The fraction reduces to 1 by 3, so I want to write 1 by 3. Now the fraction become 1 by 3. Reduces to means the fraction newly become 1 by 3. So by cross multiplication, what we get? 3x equal to 1 into this means y minus 1. Therefore 3x minus y equal to minus 1. This is equation 2. You have write here according to second condition. I am not writing in the board, just I want to discuss the problem. I will give a still photography of the whole sum, how you have to solve it or how you have to write, and everyone follow that one, because your representation of the solved problem is a vital matter which is very important for your exam. After discussion of this sum, I will give you the still photography. Now, if you solve by any method, most probably you have learned the method of the elimination, the method of the substitution, the method of cross multiplication. By any method, you have to solve this equation and this equation, and you will get the value of x as 3, I will give you, and the value of y as 10. But this is not the answer. You have to write the answer as, therefore the required fraction is, the fraction was x by y. So we have to write 3 by 10. This is the answer. Okay. Dear students, this is the way how the problem should be solved, or how will be the languages in different parts of the solved region. Okay. Now we want to discuss the second problem, that is number 21. I am reading the problem. It is from R.S. Agarwal. The denominator of a fraction is greater than the numerator by 11. If 8 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 3 by 4. Find the fraction. Like the previous one, at first I will write, let the required fraction be x by y. Now we have to read the first condition. What is the first condition? The denominator of a fraction is greater than the numerator by 11. Which one is the denominator? This one, that is the below one. Y is the denominator. It is greater than the numerator by 11. So according to first condition, we can write y minus x equal to 11. You can change the position of x and y. Therefore minus x plus y equal to 11. This is the equation 1. To make it easy to solve, you can change the position. Otherwise you can do from here also. This is the first condition. Now we have to read the second condition. Listen to me. If 8 is added to both the numerator and denominator, the fraction becomes 3 by 4. So according to the second condition, 8 is added to both the numerator and denominator. Numerator is x, so 8 is added here. Denominator is y, here also 8 is added. It is converted to 3 by 4. Now we have to find a linear equation from here. Now I am going cross multiplication. 4 into this means 4x plus 4 8 is 32, and 3 into this means 3y plus 24. Therefore, can we write like this? 4x minus 3y equal to 24. It will go that side, minus 32. That is, it becomes 4x minus 3y equal to minus 8. This is the equation 2. I am underlining the equations. This one is the first equation and this one is the second equation. Now anyone can solve these two. I will tell everyone to solve this by the method of elimination, because that one is the easier process. By solving that one, you will get that x equal to 25 and y equal to 36. So you have to write, therefore the fraction is 25 by 36. This one is the answer. Now just after few seconds you will get the still photography of the whole solved problem.
Solution 21.
Now the problem number 24. The problem is the sum of two numbers is 16 and the sum of their reciprocals is 1 by 3. Find the numbers. So let the numbers be x and y. The first condition is the sum of two numbers is 16. So according to first condition, you have to write sum means x plus y equal to 16. This is equation 1. We have taken as equation 1. And the second condition is told here, the sum of their reciprocals. Now do you know what is reciprocal? Reciprocal means reciprocal of any number is 1 by that one. Suppose reciprocal of 5, it means 1 by 5. Suppose reciprocal of a by b, it means 1 by a by b, that is it will be b by a. This is the concept of reciprocal. So in this case, reciprocal of x is 1 by x and reciprocal of y is 1 by y. So according to second condition, it will be sum of the reciprocals, means sum means 1 by x plus 1 by y equal to reciprocal is 1 by 3. This is equation 2. Now if I proceed by the equation 2, from equation 2, we will get like this. What is the LCM of x and y? You know, LCM of x and y is xy. Now here it will be y and here it will be x equal to 1 by 3. If I go through cross multiplication, 3 into this means 3 into x plus y and 1 into this means xy. One thing is here it was y plus x and here I have written x plus y. In case of plus sign, we can change the position without any problem. Now 3 into, what is the value of x plus y? Value of x plus y is here as 16. So 3 into 16 equal to xy, that is I have got xy equal to 3 16 ja 48. Now listen to me. Most probably you have learnt a formula which was like this: a minus b whole square equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. Most probably you have learnt it. So in place of a and b, if I write x minus y whole square, it will be x plus y whole square minus 4xy. Then what is the value of x plus y? See here, value of x plus y equal to 16. So 16 square minus 4 into xy means 48. 16 whole square means 256 and 4 into 48 means 192. Now after subtraction, it will be 64. So listen to me. X minus y whole square equal to 64. Therefore we can write x minus y. If I remove here square, it will go to form square root of 64. Most probably you know that in algebra the square root of any number become positive or negative. So you have to write here plus and minus both. Therefore, what is the value of x minus y? Plus minus 8. That is, x minus y have two values. One is plus 8 and another one is minus 8. Now listen to me. If I write here x plus y equal to 16, here it was in equation 1. And from here we can take x minus y as plus 8. Now if I add here, by adding these two, we get 2x equal to 24. Therefore, x equal to 12. And if I put this value here, x plus y equal to 16. That is, x means 12 plus y. Here x equal to 12. So 12 plus y equal to 16. Then y equal to 4. But if I do this, x plus y as 16, it is from equation 1. And from here, if I take x minus y as minus 8, so after adding, we will get 2x equal to 8. Then x equal to what? 4. And if I put this 4 in equation this, it become 4 plus y equal to 16. That is y equal to 12. So listen to me. I have got two values of x and y. When x is 12, y is 4, and when x is 4, y is 12. So simply we will write the numbers, the two numbers are 12 and 4. Now let's have a look on the virtual representation of the solve of this problem. Okay. Now students, I want to discuss a comparatively harder problem. Before this one, there are so many problems. In this connection, I want to tell everyone, if you need any problem, you can leave a message in the comment box. I will show that or discuss that problem in the next episode. Okay. Now I want to start. Here the problem is 2 men and 5 boys can finish a piece of work in 4 days. While 3 men, I am marking that one, 3 men and 6 boys can finish it. It means that work in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 man alone and 1 boy alone to finish it respectively. So I will take, let 1 man alone can do means finish the work in X days, and 1 boy alone can do that work in Y days. Now, most probably in the previous class, that is in class 8, most probably, you have learned that if anybody complete a work in X days, that is, he can complete the work, he can do in X days, he can do whole part of the work, means one part. So, in 1 day, how many part will he do? 1 by X part. This is 1 man. Now, how many men is here? 2 men. So, 2 men in 1 day can do 2 by X part. Is it clear? Again I am telling, 1 man in X days can do whole part, means one part of the work. So 1 man in 1 day can do 1 by X part. So 2 men can do 2 by X part. Similarly, here 5 boys. So 5 boys in the similar way, 5 boys in 1 day can do 5 by Y part. Now tell me, in 1 day, if 2 men and 5 boys work together, how many part will be done? This part, 2 by X plus 5 by Y part, this part of work will be done in 1 day. But if they do in 4 days, they will do 4 into 2 by X, 4 into this one, 2 by X plus 5 by Y, and in 4 days they completed the work. Complete means the whole part. What is the whole part? The whole part is 1. So the first equation is like that, 2 by X plus 5 by Y equal to 1 by 4. Now, minutely try to understand this part. In 1 day, 2 men can do 2 by X part, and 5 boys in 1 day can do 5 by Y part. If both of them do in 1 day, they can do this part. So, if they do in 4 days, they will do 4 will be multiplied by this. And in 4 days, in question it is told that in 4 days they has completed the whole work. Whole work means one part. So if 4 goes that side, 4 will be 1 by 4. This is the equation 1. And similarly, the equation 2 will be, you see there, it is 3 days. 3 into, how many men? 3 men. Here 2 men was, so 2 by X. For 3 men it will be 3 by X. This is the second condition. according to second condition, in the similar way, it will be 3 into 3 by x plus 6 boys. 6 boys means 6 by y equal to whole part means 1. So the second equation will be 3 by x plus 6 by y. 3 will go that side, it will be 1 by 3. This is equation 2. And in the previous exercises, you have solved this type of equations. By elimination method, you can solve this and you will get the value of y as 36 and x as 18. After solving that, you will get x 18, y 36. Is this the answer? No. The answer will be like this. So, one man alone can do the work in 18 days and one boy alone can do the work in 36 days. Okay? Now let's have a look for the virtual representation of the total solution of this problem. Now what problem number 38? The problem is the length of a room exceeds its breadth by 3 meters. If the length is increased by 3 meters and the breadth is decreased by 2 meters, the area remains the same. That is, the new area will be same as the previous area. Find the length and breadth of the room. The room was no doubt rectangular. I am drawing a rectangle. Suppose this is the shape of the floor of the room and the length is taken as x meter and breadth is taken as y meter. So what is the first condition? Now at first tell me, if the length be x meter and breadth be y meter, then what is the area? You know, area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So it will be xy square meter or meter square. Now, what is the condition given there? If the length is increased by 3 meter, what will be the new length? If it is increased by 3 meter, the new length become x plus 3 and the breadth is decreased by 2 meters. The new breadth will be y minus 2. The area will remain same. Now what is the area? Now area is the length into breadth. Length into breadth means x plus 3 into y minus 2. This meter square is the area. So according to the second condition, this area, that means x plus 3 into y minus 2 is same as the previous area. Same as the previous area means xy. And I have forgotten to write the first condition. What was the first condition? Now tell me, see here. The length of a room exceeds the breadth by 3 meter. Length is x. It is more than breadth by what? 3 meter. This is the equation 1. Now come here. If I multiply these two, I will get xy plus minus 2x plus 3y minus 3 to the 6 equal to xy. Now we can cancel this xy and xy. What is the remaining portion here? Minus 2x plus 3y equal to 6. This is the equation 2 and this one is the equation 1. Now very easily you can solve for x and y, and the value of x is the length of the room and the value of y is the breadth of the room. Okay. Now students, let's have a look how it can be represented by full language. Okay. Now problem number 39. The question is, the area of a rectangle gets reduced by 8 meters square when its length is reduced by 5 meter and its breadth is increased by 3 meter. Up to this I want to discuss. Suppose this one is the rectangle. Length is x meter and breadth is y meter. Then tell me what is the area? Area is xy meter square. And what is the first condition? According to first condition, when its length is reduced by 5 meter, that means length become x minus 5 into breadth. Breadth is increased by 3 meter, that is breadth become y plus 3. Now this is the new area, and it is told there this area is reduced by 8 meter square, means this area is less than the previous one. Reduced means less than the previous one by 8. Now if we multiply this one, it becomes xy plus 3x minus 5y minus 15 equal to xy minus 8. Xy and xy cancelled. Therefore, in this side, I want to keep 3x minus 5y, and in that side, this minus 15 will be plus 15, and there is 8. So, the first equation is 3x minus 5y equal to 7. This is the equation 1. Now, see the second condition. For second condition, we can write, see here, if we increase the length by 3 meter, length is increased, mane length x plus 3, and breadth also increased by 2, that means y plus 2, then its area is increased. Area is also increased by 74 meter square. What was the previous area? xy. Increased means plus 74. Now, if we multiply these two, x into y means xy, plus x into 2 means 2x, 3 into y means 3y, and 3 to the 6 equal to xy plus 74. xy and xy is cancelled. What is here? 2x plus 3y equal to, in that side 74 was there, and 6 will go that side, that is 6 will be minus 6. So 2x plus 3y will be 74 minus 6 means 68. This is the equation 2. Now you can solve these two equations very easily. Now see the representation. Now problem number 41. The question is, a railway half ticket cost half of the full fare and the reservation charge is the same as half ticket on the full ticket. That means the reservation charge for a half ticket and a full ticket are same. This is the fact of the first line. Someone reserved first class ticket from Delhi to Mumbai and he has to pay a cost of rupees 4150. Only for a first class full ticket he have to pay rupees 4150. That means in this ticket he has to pay the price of the ticket and also the charge of the ticket. In second case, while one full and one half reserved first class ticket costs rupees 6255. That means in this case there was one full first class ticket and another was half ticket, but the person have to pay the charge for the full ticket and also charge for the half ticket. ticket, and the total cost is 6255. Now see here, let us let the cost of a first class full ticket be rupees 2x. I am taking as 2x. Why I have taken as 2x? Because then you can say that what is the cost of a first class half ticket? What will be the cost of a half ticket? You can easily say that if the full ticket be rupees 2x, the cost of the half ticket is rupees x. Again, let the reservation charge on a ticket be rupees y. Now tell me, on which ticket this charge will be charged? This will be charged on the full ticket and also on the half ticket. But in the first condition, you see that in case of first condition, you see that someone reserved one first class ticket from Delhi to Mumbai. What was the cost of the one first class ticket? That is 2x. And what was the charge of reservation for this? Charge was y. And for this two price, he have to pay rupees 4150. So 4150. This is the equation 1. Again, listen to me. The person have a first class ticket, only one first class ticket, and the price of that first class ticket is 2x, and he paid the charge of reservation as rupees y, and for this he have to pay a total rupees of 4150. This is the equation 1. Now for equation 2, that is from second condition. In second case, there was one full ticket and one half ticket. What is the cost of one full ticket? 2x. And what is the charge of this ticket? The reservation charge is y. This is the cost for the one full ticket plus one half ticket, means cost of half ticket is rupees x, and it has also a reservation charge of rupees y. Now for these two, the person paid rupees 6255. That is, this one is 6255. If I solve it, it will be 2x plus y plus x plus y equal to 6255. Therefore, 2x and x means 3x. Y and y means 2y. It becomes 6255. This is the equation 2. Now you can solve easily these two equations and you will get the answer. Now student, what's its representation? How is it represented? Now students, the problem number is 42 of R.S. Agarwal and the page number is 149. The problem is 5 years hence a man's age will be 3 times the age of his son. And the second problem is 5 years ago the man was 7 times as old as his son. Find their present ages. Listen to me. Suppose this is the line of present age. 5 years hence, it means 5 years advance. That means in positive side. And 5 years ago means 5 years back. That is negative side. And in this present line, if I take the age of the man as x years, this is the age of the man, and the age of the son be y years. This is the present age. These are the present age of the man and the son. Then, in case of 5 years hence, the age of the man will be x plus 5. Anybody can know it, but anybody can say it. The age of the man will be x plus 5 years. And what will be the age of the son? The age of the son will be y plus 5. But in the first condition, it was told that the man will be 3 times of his son. That is, x plus 5 will be 3 times, means 3 into what is the age of son? Y plus 5. From here we can make an equation x plus 5 equal to 3y plus 15. Therefore, x minus 3y, the 5 will go that side, it will be 10 because 15 minus 5 is 10. This is the equation 1. Now come to this side. 5 years previous. In 5 years back, the age of the man was x minus 5 years. And at that time, son was y minus 5 years. Is it clear? At that time, it is told that the father was 7 times that of the son. Father means this one. X minus 5 was 7 times. 7 into son means y minus 5. This is the second condition. Are you clear? Now, what will be the equation? X minus 5 equal to 7 into this means 7y minus 35. Therefore, we can write x, 7y will come this side. X minus 7y equal to 5 will go that side. Minus 35 plus 5. That is, the equation become x minus 7y equal to minus 30. This is the equation 2. Now easily you can solve this one and you will get the value of x and y. The value of x is the percentage of the man and value of y will be the percentage of the son. And that is the question in the problem. Okay. Now see its virtual representation. Students, wait for the episode 2 of this exercise. I will discuss more sums from the exercise which are comparatively harder for you, and you can do the easier ones. And one thing more, if you have any problem, you can give a message to the comment box. Now, if we like this video, then give their like and share more and more, and subscribe the channel and press the bell button to have the new videos quickly. Thank you.